first country we'll be doing a bit of double dipping, if you will. It's the only country, minus a tiny bit in France probably, that I've got to go through twice to get back to England on this little pedal around Europe. But I'm looking forward to it. I enjoyed my first crossing of Germany on the way to Bosnia, and it was very nice and relaxed, and well, lots of tailwinds there. A lot flatter than probably this crossing, as I'll be going through a lot more forests and stuff. I'm a little bit more north in Germany this time as I'm heading towards Belgium. Got some good weather ahead, at least for the next week. It's looking pretty decent. And this morning, it's Sunday, so it's very quiet but very nice. It is really good out here today, although still going into a headwind. Now, normally I really like to get into a new country and really step on the gas, get a good first day with like good mileage and kilometers. But today I just feel a bit sluggish and lazy, so I think today will be a day where I just sort of cruise, enjoy the new country, and enjoy all the benches that Germany likes to put around. I do love a good old bench, and stop often and just sort of relax a bit today. Although I say it won't be a long day in terms of mileage, kilometers. Daylight now, we have got a lot of it. Doesn't get dark, and sunset isn't till just after 8 p.m. I think, but it doesn't really get dark until about 9. So I've got loads of hours in the day. Also, the sun rises at like 5 in the morning or something, so you know, long days now. Lovely. I got to get over one little bit of like forest and woods and stuff, which is nice because takes me out the wind a bit. Now I'll be coming into a place called Colmbach, God, and I'll probably try and stop there for a little bit of lunch. I've done 70k. It was basically just a really lovely, long, gradual downhill all the way to this place. I've stopped about to eat and just chilled for a bit. It's currently 2 p.m. and I was slightly off. It actually doesn't, the sunset here where I am isn't actually until about 9 p.m. so I was saying I'm probably not going to do that much kilometers today, but I think I probably will end up doing quite a bit because I've got ages until the sun sets. And for the next 30k, I'm kind of following alongside this road for a little bit. The nice thing about this crossing of Germany is I'm pretty much going from like one forest to another forest, like little you know, like into nature, into the little national park sort of places. So I'm hoping when it comes down to finding somewhere to wild camp, it should be quite easy along this section of Germany, hopefully. Fingers crossed. So let's go and enjoy some nice cycle paths for a little while until we hit the next forest and national park. I'll probably get through that one and possibly even towards the next one before I actually start looking for somewhere to camp. I don't know. We'll see. Beautiful day there. Beautiful. Nice and cool. Not too hot. Not cold. Lovely. My legs today are absolutely shot. I've got no power at all. None whatsoever. It's about 6 p.m. so technically I've still got like 3 hours of daylight. I've done 118k, so I'm pretty happy with that. I'm probably going to try and just do like another like 10, maybe try and get that to like 130 for the day, and then that will leave me in the next national park place, foresty place, where hopefully I'll be able to find something to camp. Got a nice bit of downhill and then a big stonker of a climb to get up there, big steep one, but not too long, I don't think, just steep. But man, my legs, kind of always half regret staying in like a hotel for a few days, because I always feel worse when I get back on the bike, or condition again. But at least it's still light, still sunny. Got a good few hours, so I can just chill into the evening. Going into a bit of headwind as well, but in them trees somewhere is where I want to camp, ideally. Should we go and have a look? Bloody knackered. Finally found somewhere to camp. It hasn't been the easiest to actually find somewhere. I mean, I'm like going through loads of woodlands and stuff, but actually finding good ground that's kind of like flat and level and not just like chewed up and stuff, that's been a bit challenging. But in the end, I have done 135k today, so I'm pretty happy with that. Oh, it's very nice to stop. I've got to re-climatize to my tent after a few days in a hotel, but I'm much more looking forward to sleeping here in the woods tonight over a hotel, to be honest. And I'm hoping tomorrow I'm gonna feel a little bit more oomph. My legs are gonna feel a bit more alive, because today they've just felt really slow and sluggish and not much power. But you know, still did 135k. Big help with the downhills this morning though, for sure. It was a good first day in Germany. I did check the weather and it's okay tomorrow, but then it looks like there's a bit of potential chance for some thunderstorms. I'm kind of heading it all into it, but it's also coming towards me, so I might miss it, or I might just get soaked for like 10 minutes. I don't know, we'll see. Hopefully not tomorrow. Hopefully I can miss it all, to be honest. The weather was looking pretty decent, but now all of a sudden it's gone a bit cloudy and rainy and stuff. So got a nice little camp spot on a slant, but should do me nicely. Good morning, good morning. That was a wonderful night's sleep. I've overslept, of course. It's nearly 7, about 7:15. Sunrise is at like 5:30, so this morning I got to try and get back on track. I came off track last night to find somewhere to camp, Only thing is today, I was looking at the weather yesterday and it kind of looked like it wasn't going to be raining today. And it might not rain today, but it all kind of depends on how far I get, because if I get far enough, I'm probably going to catch the rain as it's coming towards me and possibly get a bit wet. And even the next few days are now saying rain. I don't know how heavy the rain is or anything. Hopefully it won't be too heavy if it is, and we can stay relatively dry. Now today I do have potentially quite a big day. There's a couple of longish climbs in Germany. And I would quite like to get over both of them, but that does kind of mean possibly doing 160k. Now, obviously, long days, that's good. But if it's going to rain, probably not going to happen. I also do need to grab some food and water. Pretty low on water at the moment. The next sort of biggest place I come through isn't for probably about whatever 40 miles is in kilometers. Look at it out there, it's just so nice. So many trails like this that you can ride on, so good. It's about 10 a.m. I've actually done about 45k. I'm getting very close now, probably maybe 16k I guess, to the city that I want to get to grab some lunch. So hopefully I can make it there around lunchtime or just before. Get some supplies in for the rest of the day. I've got just under 400 kilometers to go into Belgium. My goal kind of today, I'm looking at that, I look at them numbers and I'm just thinking, if I could get that down to around the 300 mark, it would be very nice. Just need to get over this woodlands, this bit of the hill, then there's a descent, and I think it should be a descent pretty much down to the city, so that's good. Just hope I can get there before lunch, and I am now out of water.
Today was just so good. I hadn't seen a soul all day. It was pure bliss, with endless gravel tracks stretching out ahead of me. But it was getting hot out here though. And luckily, Germany is full of amazing benches, so I took my sweet time lounging in the sun beside the river while enjoying my lunch. When I finally got off my arse and off that beautiful lounger and back to pedalling through the German countryside, the fields were full of colour. The afternoon would be a fairly steady ride, so even though I was feeling a little sluggish, the kilometres continued ticking by nicely. Eventually, I reached the next forest, which meant the next climb, but I think the cooler air beneath the trees made it easier than I had expected, because I quickly made my way up and over the forest tracks, although in doing so, I somehow managed to find myself heading straight towards some rather moody looking clouds.
Managed to catch the rain. I've done 103k. I want to try and get 160 today, or very close. 345k to go. So I definitely want to get that 45 done if possible. Hopefully this is just a passing shower, but while there's a nice little bus stop, I'll definitely take it.
I did sit here for a moment and think to myself, maybe I will just go. But this rain just kept getting heavier and heavier. So I made myself comfortable in this bus shelter for a little while longer. Luckily it didn't last too long though, and I was able to stay dry and miss not only the rain, but the thunder and lightning as well.
Well, it's 26. I've still got to get 28 kilometers done if I want to get that distance to Belgium down to 300k tonight. The only problem is I'm starting to head back uphill. Got quite a longish climb again, so I'm not sure I'm going to make the 160. Definitely going to try and get the 28 though.
I didn't quite get that 160 that I was hoping for last night, and I didn't quite get the distance to Belgium down to that 300 mark. Very close on that one, about 304 kilometers to go, I believe. Managed to do about 148. I would have had to come up this climb that I'm just about to do this morning. I've had to get all the way pretty much to the top. And I couldn't be bothered. 148, that will do. Close enough. Kind of the worst way to start a morning, going uphill, but you know, sometimes you gotta take the good with the bad, right? Now today's goal is to try and get as close to a city place called Bonn. Probably not gonna quite get there, but if I can get kind of close so I can go through there tomorrow, then I'll be very close to the Belgian border after tomorrow. Possibly even there tomorrow. Beautiful out here though this morning. Sun shining, gravel trails for days. Oh, that sun feels good. All morning, because I've been in the forests, I haven't really been in the sun, so my hands are absolutely freezing cold. But I have done just over 30k now. It's about 9:30, so gonna have some breakfast. Got a good selection today. I'm gonna eat loads now because I really want to just try and push on as much as possible today. Try not to stop too much to eat and stuff. If I manage to miss the rain tomorrow, after tomorrow, it's like a heat wave coming. It says it's going to be up to 28 degrees. So I don't know what's worse. I don't know what I prefer. I don't know if I'd rather get a little bit wet and a bit cold or absolutely boiling hot and sunburnt. One of them's going to happen, I'm sure. Should be a good day. Sun's starting to shine and warm my hands up.
Less demanding than yesterday, that's for sure. Yesterday when I turned my Garmin off, it says new personal record for the most elevation gain in one ride, and it was something like 7,700 feet or something like that. Wow, that isn't my real personal record. I still think that's probably when I did an Everest, but it's the most elevation gain in one ride since actually leaving England 2-3 months, however long ago it was. Would have expected it to be like Bosnia or something like that, but nope, Germany.
A bit of rain. It's just a little bit of rain. Nobody did it. That man went to bed above his head in the morning. Him, didn't it? Oh, take it down heavy now. I'll get the jacket on, I reckon.
Today was turning into a bit of a try to dodge the rain kind of day, but also it was surprisingly a lot harder than yesterday when I felt all sluggish and tired, even though the terrain today was technically on paper a little easier. The rain had come down hard, making some of the trails pretty slow going, and not just for myself either.
Today and yesterday, to be honest, been back-to-back tough old days. Just got to the top of that climb that I've been trying to get to all day. It's taken absolutely ages. Already 5:45. I've done about 110k. Now that I am sort of going to be going downhill, or in a downhill direction at least, it should be at least a bit more in my favour. I should be able to claw back a bit of kilometres over the time. About 3 hours until it gets dark, but I'll probably only ride for another couple. I'll try and get 130. Optimistic was 160. That definitely isn't happening. It's going to be a bit of a push to even get the 130. Bit of a slog today. I think it might have even been a bit harder than yesterday.
I think I'm going to head into this little woodlands and set up my tent. I've actually ended up doing 135k and I've got 173, so unlikely to be able to make it tomorrow, but tomorrow we should get fairly close and have a nice easy day. The following day, it's been a brutal day. Like the last couple of days have really been, it don't look too hard on paper, but when you start getting into it, it really everything takes a little bit longer than you anticipate. Everything's a little steeper than you sort of think it's going to be. And yeah, I mean, not bad going in the end, 135k, pretty happy with that. I could carry on for like another hour or so, but obviously finding a good little spot like this is pretty nice. And it is supposed to rain tonight, possibly just for a couple of hours, so it shouldn't be too bad. But if I can get a good little spot, nice and sheltered, out of the rain as much as possible, that'd be good. It's also meant to rain possibly tomorrow a little bit again, probably around the same time as it did today. But if we survive that, then we're into the heat wave. Another good day. Germany is it's beautiful, but it's certainly testing at times. Was a good camp spot. This tree right above me did a stellar job at keeping me mostly dry for a good while. Good 2 or 3 hours before the rain actually got through all of this canopy. Before it actually touched my tent, it was quite amazing. I was like, oh, I might actually get through the whole night at this point, but then it really hammered it down, and it eventually got through and it got a bit wet. But yeah, it was actually a good night's sleep. I have no idea what time it is. I feel like it's a bit later today. I feel like, yeah, it's already 7, so I am leaving a little bit. I'm leaving like an hour and a half later than I usually do. The weather's not looking great, at least for the first part of this morning. It's going to be a bit wet. It's going to be a bit miserable, and it looks a bit foggy out there as well. So all fun and games. Got to survive one little wet day before we get our summer heat wave, apparently, from tomorrow. Well, it's going to be like 28, 29 degrees. Even in England, amazingly, which is, you know, ultimately where I'm heading. You start. Me pedal. I just need to get past that Bonn place. Didn't quite get as far as I would have liked yesterday, so it might take most of the day to get there, or probably until the afternoon to get there. Although I do have a mostly sort of downhill start until I get there, pretty much, because I am sort of heading down to like the river where I've got to cross over on the river. Looking at that on the map, there's barely any bridges along that river. It's like you have to go quite close to that Bonn place to actually cross. I am kind of still going downhill, which is really, really nice. I'm going to be coming along, I believe, a river or a little stream. I think that section should be fairly sort of flat and undulating and should be going downstream, so that's good. A little bit of a climb, and I've done about 30k. And Bonn is probably another 30k, but it's not too much climbing. So should hopefully not take too long.
This Bonn place felt like it was getting further and further away the more I pedalled. As Bonn would be one of the lowest places I would visit on this crossing of Germany, it was all downhill, however, for the most part, as I followed rivers and streams towards it. That still didn't seem to make it appear any quicker. Them rain clouds, though, were appearing quick enough. And today, they were throwing golf ball sized raindrops on me. It's these moments on bikepacking trips that you remember. Whether fondly or not is another question.
well, I have not been able to dodge many of them rain stormy clouds today, but I have done about 75k. I've got probably about 100k to go, so I'm going to try and probably do another, I don't know, another 30, maybe 40, who knows, maybe 50. Doubt it though, because from now it's once again all uphill pretty much, in an uphill direction to the Belgian border. And I'm just hoping that's the last of the rain. I would quite like to stop very shortly, get the tent out, get it dry before tonight, but I just haven't had much opportunity for that. The rain has come down like bloody golf balls. Just stopped, had some food. But yeah, getting close now, getting close. I'm gonna sit here for a little bit, rest a bit, eat some more food and just chill for a little bit longer. 100k to go, all uphill. We will surely get there tomorrow. In a heat wave tomorrow. Today, soaking wet. Tomorrow, heat wave. Sunny again.
With Bonn being the lowest point at around 300 feet and the rest of my route across Germany being closer to 2,000 feet, I now had quite a bit of elevation to gain, so up I would go. At this point in the day though, I kind of just wanted to find somewhere to set up my tent a little earlier today. I just couldn't really be bothered to ride much more. It was only a short way left until the Belgian border, and I probably should have just kept on going to get even closer to that border for the easiest day tomorrow. But I was just kind of done, and I was coming through another forest, so I just started hunting for somewhere to sleep much earlier than usual today.
Got about 60k to go. Now, I might potentially just sleep in here. I'm just kind of like drying everything right now. While it's still a bit light, it's still a nice breeze around. There's like one of these little cabin things. It won't be the most comfortable if I do decide there, but if not, I might just head into these woods and set up the tent there, but it's quite early at the moment. It's only 6:30, so I don't really want to set it up right now. So I'm just going to chill here, have some food, just relax a bit, have an early night off the bike. The sun is starting to shine. That will dry my tent very fast, hopefully.
Can this one pair of socks make it across the entire length of Germany? Last day, I promise.
But look at it this morning, blue skies, sunshine, and I know there's no rain clouds heading my way, just a heat wave apparently. Ended up not sleeping in there last night. I figured while I had a good woods there. Tried to clean the bike up a little bit last night, scrape some of the mud off. Give it a nice fresh start into Belgium.
With a clean bike and a well-rested body and mind, all I had to do to get to the Belgian border was conquer just 4 hills and about 60 kilometers. So it wasn't going to be the easiest start to a morning I have ever had, and to be honest, I just kind of hoped I could manage to get through these hills before it got to the hotter part of the day, because the rain was now behind me, but I was heading in to a heat wave. And heading towards Belgium meant heading towards the flatlands.
Just 14k, just 14k to go. The Belgian border is like, it goes like this. If I cut across there to the next part of the trail that I'm going to, I'd be cutting into Belgium. I've got 14k to go there. I'm following the border a little bit longer and then down and then around until the actual point of crossing. But got through them hills nice and easily. The last one, actually I was expecting to be the worst because it went to the highest thing. It was the longest, easiest. Nice. Germany has been awesome. What a trip across Germany this one has been. Really, really good. But I am so ready to leave the hills behind and enjoy some flatness. Let's go to Belgium, shall we?
Well, Belgium was now in my sights, quite literally, as I followed this border. Germany had been yet again a really fun place to ride through, and riding towards the border today, it just kept getting better and better. It was just such a beautiful day to be crossing borders. And I would now be crossing the German border into Belgium, leaving the hills behind in search of flatter lands, and one country closer to arriving back home in England.